So basically, Flipkart has four rounds. The first one being aptitude test. The second one is GD, and the other two are interviews. One HR and one case play. So for the first round, for the aptitude test, I don't think there wasn't any CPI criteria. It was 6.5, which is above average. So CGPA is, I would say CGPA is not the criteria for Flipkart. Aptitude is a big criteria. I mean, like there were many people who are otherwise 8 pointers, 8.5, but they didn't crack the aptitude test because of 1 hour aptitude test. And I would say if you are preparing for CAT and you have some time material with you and you have done like you are well prepared with the CAT material, the aptitude is easy to crack. Plus, you have to be good with your vocabulary. Like they ask for synonyms and antonyms, which are generally you find those words in GRE and CAT. And other stuff was basic data interpretation, PNC. The aptitude test was basically basic CAT material. Around 500 students, around I think 500 appeared for the aptitude test, and they shortlisted around 100 for the GD. The next round was GD. The GD was very practical, like it was very related to the company. Like for my round, they had the GD topic was whether Flipkart should focus on profitability or growth, which is very relevant according to the current situation. So yeah, so for GD, I would say make sensible points. Just don't talk for the sake of it. um, I would like general tips I would give is like if you are thinking that the GD is stagnating in a particular area, it would be really good if you take the GD out of it and take it into a new arena. So out of the 100 who appeared for the GDs, around 25 appeared for the interview process. So the next interview was a case study. So the interviewer was very frank and he was very open personality. You do want to drink something and be very frank and stuff. So for case study, I would say just like it's how creative you are. Again, the question for the case study was very relevant to Flipkart. They asked like if there's a rival company who is copying your ideas, like uh, they have this new offer where you get the order within a day. You place the order, but the rival company is copying you. How would you tackle it and come up as a winner? So that was a very relevant question. So yeah, again, I tried my best in it. Something different that went in my particular case was like he asked me at the end, like, are you really satisfied with what you answered? And I was frank enough to tell him I think I could have done better. This was not my best. So honesty is something which worked in my case. So in the next interview was HR. So HR was like it was resume based. He asked me why you want to join Flipkart, and uh, my resume had like two basic points, and one was social entrepreneurship, and second was my core work. So he was apprehensive, like I have a core background. Why would I go into social why would I join Flipkart? So I was pretty clear like why I want to join Flipkart, because I wanted to venture into social entrepreneurship eventually, and I had points to back it up in my resume. I had done considerable amount of work in that particular field. So yeah, HR was very smooth and there weren't any hiccups unlike the case thread. So yeah, that was about my experience. So the case study was very relevant. They asked me like if a rival company is copying you, how would you tackle the issue? Like they have this new offer where you get the delivery within a day. Or some company has copied it. What would you come up with that will make you different from your rival company? So what I felt was people usually either go for the time constraint or the cost constraint. Time constraint, you have already acquired it, like you have reduced the time as much as you can. So now you should reduce the cost constraints. Probably if you whatever extra charges you are giving for that same day delivery offer, what if you try to reduce it? So the interviewer was apprehensive about it because he said it's the money which you give for logistics, which is transportation and storage. So I said like, what if you can reduce the cost on the transportation itself? Like if you are delivering it through automobiles based on petrol and gasoline, why not try to reduce it by giving the giving the that particular job to that two rickshaw cycle rickshaw walas in that area. So that would reduce the cost to a much lesser level, uh, and also it would also give a CSR angle that you are developing your corporate, you are like accepting your corporate social responsibility, and you are also developing the cycle rickshaw walas in that particular area. So this is how I tackle it. So in general, for startups and entrepreneurial companies, I would suggest for aptitude test, go for with the CAT material blindly. Just be thorough with it. For GDs, as I said, be be original. Don't don't just say anything you like and make your voice heard. If you make sensible points, you can make your voice heard in a much better way. Regarding the interviews, I would say first of all, for entrepreneurial companies and startups, you have to be creative, since they are looking for people who have new ideas and who are very creative. So you have, like, when you go for the interview, you have to be in a mindset where you can overcome your creative barriers and you can really think out of the box. That's what they basically are looking for. They're looking for new people with fresh ideas. uh, and regarding the HR interviews, I like in general, I would say keep be true to your resume points. Only write those points which you have worked in your life, because generally what people do is, especially with respect to POR points, they write fake points. I organize this, I organize that, and then you have to back it up with again more lies, and then like you say one lie and you have to back it up with 100 more lies. So like if you have written what you have done in your life, you never have to prepare for HR interviews. You are like pretty sure, and if you have worked enough, like if you are aiming for startup, then I think probably you always had this in mind that I have to go in non-course. You might have worked, you might have had considerable PORs, so work well in your PORs. And yeah, you should also be quite good with your core background, because since you have chosen that branch, they want to see how sincere you have been. In Flipkart, it didn't matter, but yeah, for consults and other companies, it does matter because they want to see your sincerity. So this is what I would say for